Anyway, decided to do a walking scope of a walking broadcast, taking my dogs for a walk. People that support me like to see me walk my dogs. Um, this is a cloudy day, as you can see. It's really cloudy out there. It possibly could rain. I don't think we get rains in the forecast, but it could possibly rain. Um, we could probably use a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it if it does or it doesn't. I just want to get my dogs out and give them their walk. And everybody knows that dogs love to stop and smell things. So I'll have to stop periodically and let them smell. And because dogs will be dogs. We're funny. We don't do what they do. We don't smell everything that there is. We smell the flowers and stuff, but they smell everything. So no, come on, let's go. Sydney, get out of there. Come on. This morning, I had a little bout with Carmen that I've never had before. She grabbed a treat out of the treat bag. She already had one, but she managed to get another one. And I knew she had it, and I was trying to get it away from her. She snapped and growled at me. So she does have food aggression. When I got her, they told me she has food aggression, but I never saw it until now. Her dog food is fine, but you just try to take a treat away from her, you've got heck to pay, because she won't let you have it. She showed her teeth at me, and she snarled at me, and she growled at me, and I just let her have it. Then I figured, oh, okay, just let you have it. She's fine now, but you get a treat in her mouth, and you better not try to take it away from her, because she will fight. She will fight to keep it. What she does is she runs to Sydney's bed and lays in there and sleep, and will eat it in there. She does that because she doesn't want Sydney and Buttercup to take her food away from her. So that's why she runs into the other room. She figures she goes in there, they're not going to try. Oh, good to see you too, Starla. She feels if she goes in the other room and eats her treat, that Buttercup and Sydney are not going to get a hold of it, because they don't. She doesn't want them to have it. So I was just mentioning, Starla, that my dog Carmen, which is the reddish brown dog, she snapped at me this morning because I was trying to take a treat away from her, because she already had one. She managed to get into the treat bag, which was my fault for leaving it sit there in the first place, and she managed to get a treat out of the bag. Never taught her that, but she got it out. The other two didn't do that, but she did. And I tried to get it away from her, and she showed her teeth at me, and she growled at me, and more or less let me know, you better not take that away from me. And I was afraid she's going to try to bite me, so I just let her have it. She does have. They told me when I got her at the shelter back in November of 2019 that she does have food aggression. That she will snap if you try to take her food away from her. Well, I've never had that with her dog food, but boy, try to take a treat away from her that you give to her, forget it. So, but she's fine right now. But it's just that she didn't want me to take that treat away from her. She was determined that she was going to eat it, and I wasn't going to get it. I just wanted to put it away. I did not want her to have it. She already had one, but now she's had two today, so she's good to go the rest of the day. But well, she's part Chihuahua, so the Chihuahuas are that way, I guess. They're very aggressive. She's also got no, she doesn't have Dotson. I don't know what she's got in her, but she's a Chihuahua mix, and Sydney's a Chiweenie. She's a Chihuahua and a wiener dog. And then my Pomeranian, she's a full-blooded Pomeranian with a fox face, and I've had her 14 years. She's 14 years old this year. So, but I've never had a dog be that aggressive when it comes to their food before. I was afraid at first when I got her from the shelter that I was going to have problems with her dog food, and I was going to take her back if that was the case. But no, I've had her for 2 years, and I can't see taking her back just because of the treat, because that was just something that she just didn't want me to have it, so she let me know it. Yeah, she did, just on that. Sometimes she will, if she's up on my chair and she's laying there and trying to get some sleep, and one of the other two dogs come up to her face and they try to smell her or whatever, she will snap at them. She doesn't like them getting into her face. Now me, she doesn't mind it, but them getting into her face, she'll snap at them. So they kind of back off and they learn now. So, but she can be aggressive at times. She's asked if I could said that's the first thing she's ever gotten aggressive with her food. So I've never met it and never seen it until now, and I hope it doesn't happen again. But at least I know what to look out for if it does happen. Sydney, she's mild tempered, and so is Buttercup. If I'd ask them to drop it, they'd drop it. Now I asked her to drop it, and she just would not drop it. She refused, and I tried to grab it, and boy, that's when she got she got real aggressive, and that's when she let me know that I was not going to take it away from her. But it's this one here, the one with the purple leash. She's a Chihuahua mix. She's the one that got aggressive this morning. She's a gentle dog, by the way. She is awesome. She's the most gentle dog ever. But boy, when it come to that treat, forget it. She wasn't going to let me have it. Now Sydney and her eat out of the same dog dish, but it's ironic that they don't fight when it comes to eating it from the dog food. She's not aggressive that way. If Sydney's in the dog dish, Carmen will sit back on the floor and she'll wait for her to come out and get done eating, and then she'll go up and eat on the dish. And sometimes Sydney will go right up to Buttercup or go right up to Carmen when she's eating, and Carmen will just, instead of snapping at her, she'll just step away from the dish. But normally, that's what they do. I haven't seen them fight over the dog food. She just enjoys it anyway, and I'm glad that I have these dogs. They're good companions. I mean, they do have their moments, of course. All dogs have their moments. They can be get kind of hyper, but most of the time when they get done walking, they are so tired out they want to sleep the rest of the day, or sleep for most of it anyway. So but I thought I'd do a walking broadcast today, which I like to do every once a week, to those that have never seen my dogs. Show them off and kind of show you a little bit of the area where I walk. It's not a lot to be bragged about, but it's a but so it's all cool this morning too. It's only 45 degrees, so it looks like it's going to rain any minute. So it's very, very cloudy right now. So I'm hoping and praying that if it rains, it doesn't rain when I'm walking, because I hate it to rain when I'm walking, because it'll start raining when I'm walking, and then I have to run home real quick, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to run home. So I'm glad when in a way it's a little cloudy. I wish it'd warm up. Hi Tony, good to see you. I was telling Starla that Carmen got a little aggressive this morning with her treat. She already had a treat earlier, and she grabbed another one out of the bag that I put on the floor, and I couldn't find it, so she found it, and she ran off to the bedroom with it, and I saw her in there with it, and I think she knew that I was coming after her to get it. Why, she snapped at me and growled at me and showed her teeth like, you better not take that away from me. So, and I told her she was a bad girl, but I just let her have it. And they told me when I got her at the shelter that she has food aggression. I never noticed it with her dog food, because her and Sydney eat out of the same dog dish, and she's not aggressive then, because if Sydney's eating, she just sits back on the floor and waits. She just waits for Sydney to get done, and she'll go eat. But other than that, she's a good dog. She's very she follows me up to the house. She's got to see where I'm at all times. I mean, of course, since she sleeps on my bed at night, that's probably got a lot to do with it. She sleeps on my bed. However, Sydney and Buttercup each have their own dog beds they sleep in. Sydney's got a donut bed that I cut, and she wears it, and she has a blanket on every night. And Buttercup's got a regular dog bed. She sleeps on the other side of my bed. So they all have their personal places they sleep. I'm used to having Carmen on the foot of my bed, but sometimes when I wake up in the morning, she's right by me, and I think I'm gonna roll out of bed if I don't make her move. I'm gonna fall on the floor because she's so close. That's how clingy she is. The blanket stuff, so she probably needs to sleep. She under the blankets, you know. But put a dog bed out in the living room and put a blanket on her, she won't have any of it. She pulls it right off. She doesn't like that. So I don't try to put a blanket on her. But when it comes to my bed, she loves to being under the blankets. It is funny to watch her. She's a character. She really is. So come on, Carmen, come on. She likes to lag behind sometimes, but she's just really, she's a funny girl. They're all funny. They all have their personalities, you know, such as it is, you know. But I'm kind of glad that I have Miss Companions. Leave it, because you know, they keep me busy. You know, and they have everything they need. At least they got a home, because Carmen come from a Sydney gal. Captain Rehab, he likes Carmen, is his favorite. Sydney gal, she's the black dog, and I'm often worried about her because of her legs, because she's so skinny and scrawny, and I often wonder how she could walk. See, she does walk a little bit different because of her legs, but she seems to do okay. She loves walking. She doesn't mind it at all. And Carmen, she's got that waddler in her behind, as my daughter has said. She's got that waddle in her butt, and so she loves to waddle. And of course, Buttercup, she's just different. She's a Pomeranian, so she's just a diva. She thinks she's a diva, you know, and tries to she tries to show who's boss, because she is the oldest. She's 14 years old, and she tries to let them know she's boss. But yet, she's not a playful dog. She never was. Sydney tries to play with her, and she won't play with her. But however, Sydney and Carmen play beautifully together. They love playing together. Carmen is very vocal when they play. So she loves her walking. Is it hard taking care of 3 dogs, Starla? Not really, because I get more during the day. If I'm going to be gone for a while, and before I leave, like when I go to church and stuff, before I leave, or if I do any errands or anything, I make sure that they have food and water before I go, and that they're well cared for. Because otherwise they'll be hungry and thirsty when I'm gone. But when I come home, they're anxious to see me, and I open up the patio door, and out they go. They love to go outside and on chase the squirrels, especially Sydney. She tries to chase the squirrels. She acts like she's trying to climb the tree. She jumps up and can only go so high, and jumps back down, jumps up again, comes back down. So she's trying to catch the squirrels, but never gets them. But it's funny. She's a hilarious dog. Sydney, leave it. No, come on, Carmen. So it's kind of hard controlling them too when I'm walking them, because they don't exactly want to go exactly where I want them to. They want to go where they want to go, and so I have a hard time keeping them in line. But I guess everything will be okay. So I just hope my battery lasts until I get home. I forgot to charge it up, so I don't have a lot of battery. So if I lose you, it's because my battery's dead. But hopefully it'll last until I go. They just keep on walking anyway. They like to stop so much, and I just want to keep going. Even though my back is killing me, it's hurting a lot. I just want to get my exercise done. It does help for me to get out and walk. Oh, good for you, Tony. Yeah, a lot of people I got mine. this is funny. The first two stimulus checks were deposited. This time I got the silly card, and because when I checked on the get my payment on the IRS website, it said they were going to mail it out on March 26th. And I got it on the 27th of March, and I thought, well, how could they mail it on the 26th and I got it on the 27th? Well, come to find out, it was the card. And I thought, well, what can I do? Can I get this in my bank account? I was able to go online on the website they provided on the card and put it in my bank account right from there. So I got mine in my bank account, and so I'm good with it. So I might do a little bit of shopping tomorrow, maybe. But things are going a little bit better than they were with me financially. Not the greatest, but it's better than it was. So that's a good thing. So anyways, you can see it's really cloudy out here. It's just so cloudy. It could rain any minute, But I'm glad you got your stimulus, Tony. A lot of people have been concerned, and they said anybody on Social Security was going to get their stimulus today. So, and now we got a fourth one coming, possibly, maybe $2,000 one, and then $1,000 every month until the pandemic is over. I'll take that, man. That'll help tremendously. That'll help pay down the loan that I've got. So that'll work. So, I'll take it. If they want to give it to us like that, I'll take it. I really don't know what we're going to get out of it. But who knows? I don't understand why the Republicans don't want the stimulus to. Yeah, you're right, Tony. It does. Extra money helps, especially at this time. Right now, both. Well, the one side, I've got a duplex. People that know me know I got a duplex. Yes, I got a duplex, and the one side's completely empty. So my son's working there trying to paint it and whatever needs to be done to get it back to renting again. And the other side will be coming available by the 15th of this month. So he's going to have both sides to work on. But I know they'll get it rented out, and they'll probably raise the rent. So it's going to be tough, slim pickings this month. So I'm glad I got a little extra money until that time comes, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. I mean, I've had this before where I'd go a month or two without getting rent because they were empty, and they'd, because I've got it with a management company, and what they do is they screen the people. They do a background check to make sure that they're qualified and that they can pay the rent. So, and they take a lot of applications, and $40 application fee. So they get a lot of applications, and they choose those applications. So I know why the 3-bedroom side is leaving, because he's buying a house. He wanted to buy them, but I don't want to sell it because that's my income. So I told him I'm not going to sell that. He understands. So, but the other side, I don't know what happened. If she lost her job or she's moving out of state, who knows? All I know is I got a notification from him that it was coming empty. Well, my son called me one day, and he talked about the rental. I says, well, I knew of the one side coming empty, but not the other. He says, well, both of them are going to be empty. I says, oh, brother. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. With property company, they won't let deadbeats there at all. They got to make sure they pay the rent. So, and that's a good thing, really. And I've never had any problem getting any rent out of that since they've taken it on. I haven't had any problem getting any rent out of anybody. Like I said, it's going to be slim pickings for the next couple of months until they can get it rented again. But I know they will. I'm not too worried, because they're a good management company. My son recommended them because he's a painter, and he paints quite a bit for them. So they've got 400 units. So he goes in and paints them when they're empty. So he was contacted about it. So he'll be taking care. Of course, I have to pay him for painting and stuff. He doesn't charge me what he would charge somebody else, but I do have to pay. I do have to pay him for his work, and I don't expect not to because he's got to buy the paint and everything. So he does take his time, and my grandson helps him. So they do need their money. I just finally paid him off for what he did before. Last year, I couldn't get it paid off until now, so I took it out of my stimulus and paid him when I had him $310 I owed him. Yes, I thought I'll just pay that, and I gave it to him. So because he mentioned it to me last week, I said, so you'll get your money as soon as I get my stimulus, you'll get it. So he finally got it. So he's paid off now until I get the bill for this one he's doing now. So, but I'm glad I got with the management company. I couldn't manage this by myself because tenants get to the point where they don't want to pay the rent. I had one on the 2-bedroom side that decided she wasn't going to pay her rent. She found out on her own. I was kind of glad, and I wasn't going to tell her she couldn't go. Of course, she go behind, and she realized she couldn't make it up. I get rid of her before hard, and she had no place to go, and I felt sorry for her, so I just left her stay in there, and that's my fault. I should have gotten her out of there, but she's gone now, and with the property management company, all I have to do is just collect the rent, sit back. Of course, they will contact me if something needs to be done in my rental, like carpet replaced or toilet replaced or whatever needs to be done in there. They will contact me and let me know what needs to be done, and for me to go give the go ahead, because they won't do anything without my permission, and then it'll come out of my rent. So of course, what my son's doing, they don't pay for that. I pay for him directly because he's not they don't pay him like that. So, but anyway, I'm kind of glad that I've got a company like that watches out for me and takes care of takes care of anything that needs. And I keep $200 in there on each side for maintenance. If something comes up, that needs to be fixed, then that kind of covers it. So, oh, hi, Damon. Good to see you. Welcome. So I'm trying to get my walk in before it decides to rain, if it does. So anyway, that's what's going to be then this month and next month, because last year, now like I said, it's leaving. Now those are the tenants, several different tenants in there since they took it over for me. I don't know what it is, but I've replaced things in there, replaced the carpet in there twice. Within 2 years, I replaced the carpet because the last lady was in there before this one. She poured bleach all over the carpet, and you couldn't salvage it. It was only a 2-year-old carpet. So they said, well, we're going to try to get the carpet money out of her so you don't have to pay for it. So they must have got it because I didn't have to pay them anything for it. So they were going to use that for damages for her. So, I mean, it looked terrible. Oh, well, AstraZeneca. Oh, that's good. I'm not going to get the vaccine. It's a long story, but I just don't agree with it. I don't feel it's necessary when I've got good health and I'm not having any problems, and I don't feel that people that are in good health should get it. So, and do you know, the thing of it is, it's going to change your DNA, and they don't tell you that stuff, and the stuff that's in that stuff, it's no good. It's got real bad chemicals in it. So I'm not going to put those chemicals in my body, not any of them. Johnson & Johnson, the AstraZeneca, or any of them. I'm not going to put any of those in my body. None of them. They're not going to force me to either. Yeah, I would. That's something to be worried about, Damon. And it's a known fact, and they're not going to tell you this, but there have been people that have died after the vaccine. They died within a few hours of having the vaccine. That's not a risk I want to take. So I won't do it. I'm not going to put those chemicals in my body, because there was a nurse, because she was only 32 years old, and she died after having the vaccine. She was a perfectly healthy lady. And I saw this on Parler. Perfectly healthy. Nothing was wrong with her. She took the vaccine. Boom, she died. And the mainstream media the news won't talk about that. They won't say anything about it. So I would be very, very cautious. I'm not telling anybody not to take it, but if you're going to take it, you better be cautious. You better know what you're getting yourself into, because it's going to change your DNA. You could have severe blood clots, and get the get the symptoms of it, And the thing of it is that they may not be very good. I know it doesn't affect everybody the same way. I know that. But hi, Desiree. Good to see you. Hi, Erlene. It doesn't affect everybody the same way. But I'm certainly not going to put that stuff in my body. So you got to be very, very careful. Do your research. The thing of it is, there's not enough research done on it. There's animal stuff in there. There's mercury in it. You name it. There's all kinds of stuff in there, in that vaccine they don't tell you about. But I've got a list of it. A friend of mine sent it to me one day on Messenger, and I've kept it. Oh, it just curl your hair what is in there. Animal cells and all that. I wouldn't put that stuff in my body. That's terrible. It's horrible. But I don't think like I said, any healthy person should be taking the vaccine, like that nurse, 32-year-old nurse. Of course, she's probably, since she's a frontline worker, she's required to take it. She was perfectly healthy and died from having the vaccine. So you tell me what was wrong. Oh, really? So, something? I'm very cautious. I don't want to put any chemicals in my body that is going to affect me. I don't want to change my DNA. I do not want to put chemicals in my body that may cause a lot of side effects. The side effects are worse than the vaccine itself. And the problem is, like I said, the side effects aren't going to affect everybody the same way. But some of them have real severe side effects. Of course, some may not get any side effects at all. The thing of it is, it doesn't affect everybody the same. Like I said, Randy's had his, and the first one, and I don't know if he's had the second one, and he probably has by now. The first one never affected him. He never got any side effects, but still. Oh, changing yeah, it would. But still, Erlene, I'm not going to put that stuff in my body, because I can eat plant-based foods all day long, and it's not going to prevent that stuff from harming my body. That vaccine from coming in there and destroying my cells. It's not going to. No. It doesn't matter. You can eat plant-based stuff, and you can still have a lot of problems. Yeah, I know. There's probably, like I said, there's going to come a day, and I think some probably already doing it now, where some of the airlines, you can't fly with them unless you have the vaccine. Now, my family is planning on going to Hawaii the end of this month on my daughter's birthday, leaving and going from April 30th to May 6th. But anyway, she said they have to get the COVID test, and I asked her about the vaccine. She says, well, not at this time. But I told her, I says, well, don't think that you can get by with it, because you may have to have the vaccine. Yeah, I know they are. And that's not really right, because a person that is healthy, and even a real sickly person, I don't think should take it either. You know why? Because that's even going to make matters worse. They're already sick. They take the vaccine. That's even going to make it worse. But you explain to me why a healthy person that's never been sick a day in her life, as healthy as can be, takes the vaccine and dies. Explain that to me. There's something to it. So people better be very, very cautious, and you better think twice before you get the vaccine. Don't put that stuff in your body if you know what's good for you. Probably so, Erlene. You're probably right. Well, I'm not gonna fly, and I'm not gonna take the vaccine, because I won't fly until after COVID's over, if it ever is. So I want to go back and see my daughter, but I refuse to go as long as this vaccine, oh, thank you, Erlene. As long as we have this COVID, we have to take a vaccine or take a test. I'm not going to do it. Let's see if I got any mail. Not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. And I don't think anybody should, but I'm not going to. Oh, you've never flown? Yeah, I've flown many times. I've flown different times. But my son and them are going to have to fly to Hawaii, of course. You can't get in there any other way. And they're getting anxious to go. hopefully they get to go. Now, they were going to go last year, but with COVID coming, they never got there. So hold on, Sydney, stop. Gotta pick her leash up, and I'm gonna turn my thing around right away here. So there. Now turn it around to me, because I don't like to show my house number and everything. But anyway, got to be so careful. So I'm hoping that people don't put that stuff in their body and get sick by it. So yeah. So no worries. Well, I'm going to go for now. I don't know if I'm going to come on later or not. If I do, you'll hear the notification. If I don't, oh, someone set fire to the primary school. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Crazy people out there, aren't there? Anyway, I'm gonna have to go in the house now. So my back is killing me. So I got to get off my back. But anyway, get off my feet. Anyway, I thank you all for coming in. And my battery's about to go dead. So thank you all for coming in. Take care. God bless. Until we meet again. Bye bye.